Okay, banging out another one here. The internet did a speed test. If there's any problems, let me know either through email or if there's bandwidth issues. Put a one. One bad, zero good. Good evening, Mr. Clear. I'll get straight to the point. Sometimes employees will quit their jobs without giving 2 weeks' notice. Below, I will list a bunch of reasons that I have found from sites like Indeed, Balance Careers, on other reasons to quit on short notice. I would like this to be a public announcement type of video, but feel free to interject at any point. You have mentioned that it is okay to quit in short terms if you've been at your job for less than 3 months. Ideally, like a month or less, which I agree with, especially since that usually is the length of most probationary periods. More or less, I would like to expand on reasons like that. Here are some reasons to quit right away. If you are working in a hostile work environment, there you go. If you are leaving to work for a competitor. Oh, yeah. Then you don't need to give it. I mean, you ought to give 2 weeks notice. Although if you're working for like a ferocious competitor, not like merely the next, they may fire you like, how dare you work for Pepsi? We're Coke Corporation. Get out of here. If the company has a reputation of firing people who try and put in 2 weeks notice, this one could take a while on the job to discover. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why you got Glassdoor reviews. That's why you got to go there. 4, if the company goes against your beliefs, I don't really know about this one. That's like for my audience, where we're mature adults, we have like beliefs like don't kill children, don't steal from other people, don't lie to minorities and try and sell them sneakers they don't need, and that money instead could be invested in diesel mechanic school. Colin Kaepernick. That would be a belief. Like, no, I'm not donating to the United Way or Black Lives Matters or communist groups. No, I won't work for a firm that is racist and sexist against anyone. Doesn't matter what your skin color, but if you're going to do affirmative action and try and go for quotas, no. That right there is because there is no meritocracy. But on the other, like, they allow people to eat meat at lunch. Like, okay, yeah, those type. Like, if you're a vegetarian, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Be quiet. I've known some, and I don't know, there's no such thing as a radical libertarian, but there are libertarians who don't know when to shut the fuck up and that people don't care about libertarianism. I don't know who this is. But my audience, we have like real principles. We have real ethics, not things that we claim to be principles and ethics that just makes us feel good and popular. Your company is involved in illegal activities. Well, yeah, you don't want to go to jail. If you have been at the company for a short period of time, I've done this one before. Yeah, if you go in and look, no job is perfect, but if there's any lying, your boss doesn't give you the resources to do a job. And by resources, I mean like he gives you a computer and the information. The information is the key thing. Like, I need you to do this. All right, well, where's the information? You got a file? I don't have time to hold your hand. All right, yeah, bye. If the job is affecting your physical or mental health, physical health is more cut and dry. I feel mental health is more case by case basis. Yeah, but what if there is no job? See, like right now, it's great. Like y'all either got gimme stimmy checks, or you got people who are so desperate for work they'll actually pay you a wage you can live on now. But I remember the days I didn't have a choice. Sometimes you just had to work. One thing I'd say, if your boss starts to show any kind of psychopathy, any kind of mental illness, there's someone like, what's it, Blasey Ford type of gal, someone that's gonna bring, like someone who's a professional victim, someone who's gonna bring you in front of HR and file a complaint. I would also say a job, you find out their culture is like, well, come on out this weekend and you got to go to the grill. Oh, no, I was going to go down to Moab and do some hiking. Oh, that's not teamwork. We're kind of family here, that culty type of shit. You get out. And you never stop looking for a job until you've been in that job for at least a month. You're like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is going to last a while. This is a very important lesson for kids to learn. The probationary period is a two-way street, as it's not just to see if you are a good fit for them, but if they are a good fit for you. Right. The problem with employers is that they usually have funds and financing through banks. And there's no one individual employee that can stand on their own financially speaking, like the company communally can. But you're also one of those individual employees, and you don't have access to a $10 million operating line in case things go bad, like the bank or like the your employer does. But I would also try to get into the mentality that if there is a lie, if you're lied to, your boss gives you contradictory orders. That's a huge one. Contradictory orders. And save all your emails, because as a young person, you're gonna be like, "Did I screw up?" Because you're gonna assume that. You're gonna assume that I screwed up because that guy's 42 and has gray hair. No, those 42-year-old assholes don't know jack fucking shit. Trust me. I was a young person, then I became an old person, and now everyone in their 40s is dumber than fuck. I mean, everyone who caused the housing crisis were 40s, 50s, and 60s. And they all had gray hair. All right. Do not assume. They just are employers. That's it. They don't own you or lord over you. I would say another thing, you always have another job, a side gig, something. You do not borrow money for a car, so you have the minimal amounts of payments possible. But while you're there on that probationary period, not only is it you're testing out your employer does need employees. They do. It's just that there's scores of you or thousands of you, and there's only one employer. So it is not, I guess another way of putting this is, do not think for a second that that you are somehow subordinated, that these are somehow your superiors. They're your supervisors. They are not your superiors. And most of them are lying. If you don't believe me, go again. Josh Fluke, I'll plug him again. Go watch Josh Fluke. He's more hip with you kids and speaks your lingo, with the YOLO and the FOMO and other things that end with O. I'm aware that this could be a little expensive, but give me the price. No, it was $35. Very nice public service announcement. Alex, you've been a regular. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I would also add to this, research the shit out of your employer and your boss, your would-be boss. Get their name, Google stalk them, look them up on the criminal database. Glassdoor reviews, rate my boss doc, look them up. Absolutely. I don't care how desperate you are for money. Because I got into this situation where I was like so desperate for money, I take whatever job I could get. Well, I would get was shitty jobs. And that maybe the jobs weren't shitty, but the bosses were certainly mentally ill, and they'd lie about duties. You have to always be looking for another job until you are absolutely certain that your boss is not a psychopath, they're fair, and you're paid. I'm not reasonably well. When you're younger, you're not going to get paid well. But you go in there like, no, we start you off at 10. Not interested. If the pay isn't high enough, walk away. Oh, wait a minute. Just kidding there. Yeah, we'll give you 15. Meanwhile, that asshole's paid $120 an hour. So there you go. So yeah, it's okay to burn bridges. What's really great is when you get self-employed, you don't need them, then you can burn all the bridges you want. And you can report them to the OCC and the Fed. And you say, hey, investigate these guys. There's some bullshit going on. Like, where'd they go? Did they get fired? Did the bank get a little knockety knock from the investigative division of the U.S. Treasury Department? Where are they? Did they get fired? Who's this schmuck? $2 super sticker from our good friend Atham. Mexi Mike also with the $1 super sticker. The Competent Man. We haven't seen him in a while. $5. I hate it when a company fires someone that gives notice. The boomers want 2 weeks notice, but throw people out when they give it. Yeah, you got to record yourself. Record it, document it, email it. And then if they fire you, what you do is you bring in a lawyer and you're going to say, you're going to make sure that the record shows I got fired because that I gave my 2 weeks notice and then you fired me. That's standard now. All communication in email or text. So you got recording. Also, it's just great to have. I did that. My last job I had, I saved all my emails. I said, didn't you write this email? Because now you're telling me the complete opposite. This was the good boss. I said, now you're telling me the complete opposite. This is your email, right? That's your email address. This is what you said. You told me to do X. Now you're yelling at me for doing X, saying I should have done what? You said right here. Dude, I can't emphasize that enough. Old people, they don't know shit. And by old, I mean anyone over 35. Okay. Any boss, any supervisor, they don't know jack fucking shit. Because 20 years ago, there were a bunch of fucking dipshit Gen Xers that I grew up with, and they're all lying sacks of piece of filth. All right. I know we pick on the millennials, but ask any Gen Zer, hey, do you ever suck pacifiers at nightclubs? Oh. Do you ever wear nylon on your arm? Huh? Reeves Serg for a Canadian buck. Thanks. Mexi Mike, $5. My boomer boss shared some well-hidden gems with me the other day. He said that life isn't fair. I was shocked. Not really, but he thought this was news. Oh, the boomers had life on easy mode. You guys all should have grown up in the 80s. We can't afford it. Ronald Reagan just made it rain money, and he didn't use the printing press to do it. It's all tied to GDP. All right. That's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. See you guys later. Toodles. Oh, wait, hang on. Here's Mexi Mike's $5. So I responded with, follow your heart and the money will follow. He didn't appreciate me out-stupiding him. Oh, hey, 1 if the audio is bad, video audio is bad, 0 if it's good. I'm going to scroll up to see if any of it's 0. 0, it's bad. Mexi Mike said it's bad. No, wait, 0 is good, 1 is bad. 1 bad, 0 good. We'll just wait. I'm very patient. Can I share that? No. 0000. All right, cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Swallow says 1. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'm testing in the new office here, so I do appreciate the feedback. All right, we'll see you kids probably tomorrow. Toodles.